y'all doing? I'm Rich Lafferty Riding Schools, and we just talked about some tight stuff. Now we moved on to another section. Here we have tight trees, kind of open leading up to them, opens up a little bit just after them. A lot of times guys will come to this standing, okay? As soon as they come to this situation, they'll actually sit down, steer through the trees, and then stand back up and proceed on. In my opinion, okay, you can get it done that way, yes, but it's actually easier and quicker to stand. Now it'll maybe only be a quarter to an eighth of a second faster, but it is faster. And the reason being is because when you stand, you can utilize more of your leg. So it's like using a wrench this long versus a wrench that long. You have more leverage because you can put your legs into play. Now coming in here standing, my front wheel is going to stay centered in the center rut. I'm going to avoid contact with the first tree here just by doing this motion with my legs, just pushing my bike over. Therefore my handguard is going to avoid the tree, but the wheel's still in the main rut. Then to avoid the next tree, I'm going to do the same thing. It's still going to be lined up with it, and I'm just leaning the bike over. And then the same thing for the third obstacle, the third tree, leaning the bike over. Utilizing more of my leg. I might have to put a slight steer into it, but not as much as when you're sitting. So back to what I was talking about when you're sitting. When you come up here and you're sitting, okay, it becomes a lot about wheel placement, which we already discussed. Wheel placement, sitting, you would have to actually steer the front wheel here to avoid the tree here, and then steer back. So a lot more steering is going on, wheel placement, to avoid contact with the tree. Okay? In my opinion, what I'm getting at is sitting versus standing. Sitting is, you can get it done, but in my opinion, it's a lot faster to stand when trails get tight when you're standing. But there is an exception, because I grew up in South Jersey, and people tend to make trails very tight. If it's more of a straight-on zigzag through tight trees, I would stand. South Jersey is notorious for having real tight, turny corners. There, most times, it's actually faster to sit down. So there is a scenario. It's up to you to figure out how to read the trail. That's my tip on tight trail, and I'll talk to you soon.